Where to start? Hmm. Okay, I have. Hmm. Let's start with this in the journal. Journal entry day 4, 5. I don't really know how long I've been here down the Aether. There's not really a sunrise, just permanently sun. But at least it's not burning or snowing, like back in the overworld. How did I get here? Well, back in the overworld, I woke up in the middle of the woods. And well, I began my journey from there, collecting materials, building blocks of what I need. I was going smoothly at first, actually. I even built my own little base out of the materials of a tower I took shelter in. But I found a book, a lore book of sorts, from the looks of it. And I've read about something called, well, the Aether. I mean, I've heard of the Nether, I've heard of the End, but the Aether, I've never been to before. So, I decided, well, why not try to go find it? And well, I set on my journey. I built another portal. Now the ruined blocks and whatever obsidian I could scrounge up underground with lava pools and such. I then started to go into find glowstone in the nether. I found a lot of different creatures and stuff in the nether, but nothing of note. Well, except for one bloodsucker that tried to eat out my heart, but yeah, that was not good. Should I really put that in? Maybe. Yeah, let's leave that in. Let's leave it. Let's see, what else? After I made the necessary material for the glowstone bricks and followed every instruction with a T on the ingredients of the lore book, I built myself a Aether portal. At first, I had my doubts. And then when I put the first drops of water into the Aether portal, I felt this amazing glow, this sensation. I heard angels of pure light peer through the portal, as if beckoning me to come through it. Of course, I could not resist temptation and went through. First journey through it, anyway. This was before my expedition. I went through and found islands, pigs that could fly, cows that could fly, sheep that could fly, strange cloud-like creatures that shot these white balls of cloud or gravity or whatever. Instead of exploding like a gas ball or whatever, it's pushed me back. And let's just say I hope to have something behind me when that happens again, because that launched me far. Luckily, it didn't hurt me. It seems to cause no damage to people or to itself when I fired one back at it. It's just a gust of air. But I went back to the overworld because, well, I at first didn't think there would be much going into the Aether. Except for this urge to discover something called Aether, and I wanted to explore it. I want to find my Aether, to find this promised land, this beautiful, untouched place. It took me a while. But first, I knew I needed to find a place to set up in the overworld before I went to go to the Aether again. I found a fortress, a keep, filled with pillagers. I slaughtered them. I fought them, destroyed them, one by one with tactics of guerrilla warfare and leading them outside the castle walls. Once I destroyed them all, I set free the villagers inside, though I kept them in there for... Sorry, it seemed we had some guests coming through the portal. Wolves, dogs, barking at something. They're gone now, hopefully. That's... Anyway, what else do I write? What else do I write? That's the question. Ah, my second expedition, of course. When I went through the portal again, my second expedition, I was prepared. Sword in hand, pickaxe in hand, axe in hand. I went through. I first found myself on a portal that was floating in the air, but with the materials I had of blocks and wooden blocks, I managed to build myself a semi-bridge to one of the Aether Islands nearby. From there, I built a staircase leading from that island to the portal. Then I started to gather more material. I gathered what materials I needed from the overworld, which I will probably return to for more materials just in case if I can't really find necessary materials here in the Aether. But I decided to explore. I found so many things. I would list them off here, but that's for another journal entry. Until then, I'm going to sign off on this entry. Hopefully I will still live the day to see what other entries I can have, and hopefully I can see floating whales. I'm yawning. It's not even nighttime and I'm yawning. Oh well. Luckily I have a bed. And, well, food. And a sheep out there I see floating. That same sheep probably that I saw on my first expedition that decided to go flying. But, yeah. Ending this entry.